Alright, sorry about that. Let's get back to it. So, I visited the rat barracks. The drill sergeant appeared to be sizing me up. Were the other rats around her really all she had to launch an attack? We were fighting impressive odds. I approached the drill sergeant and went so far as to salute her, which earned me a grunt of satisfaction. The sergeant dismissed her troops and offered me a bit of chickenwood jerky to gnaw on. There's more of us below ground, she explained, but not enough. The Cavies are bigger, and there's more of them. We're better with weapons, but we haven't got the stuff to make 'em with. Most of us came here as stowaways and brought nothing but food, tools, and the fur on our own backs. We can fish, we can nibble the chicken woods, but we can't make guns out of trees. The Cavies came here with their own steamer and seem to have endless supplies. We raid them sometimes, but there's so few of us, we can never hold them on the territory. We can never hold on to the territory gained for long. But that's of no consequence. All we want is to be left in peace to build our republic. And the rat star, she added thoughtfully, after a moment. Of course, we want that too. I took a closer look at the rat star. An excitable rat was peering at it through smoky goggles, twitching her whiskers and making notes on what appeared to be real paper. Blue as a sapphire, but endlessly more brilliant. It's not a star, of course. Not really, but try explaining that to the others. The chief engineer doesn't want me working too hard to convince them. Says it's better for morale. But just look at it. Look! She offered me her goggles. I managed to work them over, just enough of one of my eyes to see the truth of what she was studying. It was schnickelak, but unlike any I'd ever seen before. Blue as a sapphire, but more brilliant. Something about the clarity of its color was tremendously soothing. The chief science officer tittered with pleasure as I handed her goggles back. Those of us who've been to the Cavi side of the island and lived to tell of it says there's plenty of glow there, plenty of bright in the water all around, but nothing like this. Oh, there's more of it around. We took this from the island center, Mount Ararat. Ararat. Only it's not a mountain, of course. Any more than this is a star. It's hollow. There's sweet, sweet water inside, and coral crawling all up the walls of it. But nothing that glows, save this. It's ours now, and no one can take it from us. Let's see, last one. I head down the beach. Whoever heard of a rat mending a net? Oh, I guess that's true. Where the green billows played. An albino rat smiled at me from his work, looking dainty and a little shy. Chickenwood floats, especially when it's dried out and sealed. So we're able to paddle out a bit and cast our nets. We've come up with all sorts of things. Blind fish, crabs, sometimes a chunk of broken tentacle. But the fishing would never be so good without the rat star. He beamed. I think it only draws good fish, keeps the scary ones at bay. I know the chief science officer doesn't believe it, but I do. That light is our livelihood. Oh, good lord. Alright, we better beat him. We shall dine on pig tonight. Furry pig. I finished my explorations. The bells of the war council rang. I was summoned. The chief engineer emerged from underground with a motley assortment of other rats. He introduced them as weapons experts, strategists, and field commanders. So you're going to help us beat the Cavies, he said, a hard edge to his voice. But how exactly? I had nothing to offer but my advice. The king took it, in desperation if not gratitude. I offered my strategic assistance. We engineered a distraction that the LBs could use to plunder the the Cavies ship and turn the tide in their favor. 49% chance. Ooh. I determined to take the lead. I had a ship, I had cannons. We would steer her to the southern side of the island and have at those uppity animals. Well, I guess it's technically the best option. Oh! Yay! A palpable hit. The rats gave me what information they possessed about the Cavies settlement, but I still had to improvise a great deal on the spot. A perfect storm of speed, stealth, and strength in arms favored us, our cannons letting fly a volley of shot into the beach before the Cavies could scramble into their grounded ship to man its guns. Screams and squeals filled the air. The enemy fled. A damp hush settled over my crew as the smoke cleared to reveal the torn, bloodied bodies of guinea pigs littering the shore. A grim business, but I had honored my commitment to the rats and found a wealth of shin, 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 shintilak, ringing the beach to harvest as spoils. Excellent. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Oh, and also parabola. Okay, so hail Murica. Uh, and occurrence. Your pigmodile might quality is now 5. Adequate. Ooh. A nation must be built. So, civilization. I didn't realize we use the American spelling in Canada. We should change that. Your pigmodile spirit quality is now 3. Conflicted. Who plucks the flax from the banks of the rivers that flow through sleep? Who indeed? Coral? Shintalak. Shintalak. See that down. Shintalak. Hail America. Corals that glimmer as if in moonlight. It makes marvelous jewelry or terribly expensive tea. Okay, so the house of Cavies has fallen. America was triumphant. All that remained were the celebrations and the continuation of our voyage. Oh, how we feasted long into the night. Then, sure, I'll intervene on behalf of the Cavies. A grudging concession. I appealed to the chief engineer's moral fortitude and sense of fair play. Perhaps the Cavies suffered the loss of the light from the center of the island. Perhaps they were only trying to get it back, not to steal it from the rats. The chief engineer looked troubled at the thought. We only wanted to be left alone, he said. He looked toward the seneschal, haphazardly bandaged among the rats' other prisoners. Perhaps further negotiation is possible. As I left, I saw the albino rat timidly offering a young Cavie prisoner a piece of fresh fish. Yay! And why not? I think that's a... The chief engineer couldn't leave his colony, but he relayed my request to his people. The albino rat I saw mending the nets shyly stepped forward. I'm good at fixing things, he says, earnestly, and I'd like to see more of the world. Wait for him to gather up his effects and say goodbye to his family before accompanying him on board. Oh, damn. The wide, dark sea beckoned. We had eaten our fill, and our business was concluded. It was time to continue our voyage and see what other wonders and terrors still awaited us. The end. There. You finish your diary entry, and the last dregs of the rat's surprisingly good wine. They lined up to salute you as you leave the victory banquet, escorting you to your ship through the foundations of the new republic. Woohoo! 2 houses, both alike in dignity, which isn't saying much. Okay, first of all, 2 veils. Oh, damn. Oh. Actually, don't. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, I need another another say. Say, something awaits you. So. 140. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I will not do that. There are so many easier ways to get blue shin shintilak. Shintilak. All right, I'll end this episode here, and yeah, tomorrow or next episode, I guess we will set out on the high seas once again.